Guys, so today I am going to be looking into the whole 21 Park Bom, Sandra Park, and CL situation. This situation has me baffled, if I'm being completely honest. Never in a million years did I expect that we would be dealing with 21 drama in the big year of 2026, but here we are. So essentially, if you're unfamiliar about everything that happened, let me give you a little bit of a summary. So Park Bom was accused of having Adderall, which is illegal in South Korea. And she just came out. This was back like over a decade ago, like 2012 or something, probably even later than that. That she was accused of this. And she just came out recently and said that she never had Adderall that was not prescribed to her. So she had ADD or has ADD and had the medication prescribed to her in the US, and that's why she had it. And in this letter, she says that Sandra Park used her situation with Adderall to cover up her own drug use. So basically just blatantly said that Sandra Park was a drug user, and also called out CL in that post for trying to call authorities on her, Park Bom, for having drugs. And yeah, shit's messy. So we're gonna look into this. I think what we're going to do is we're just gonna look at all three girls involved. But namely, we're gonna look at Park Bom and Sandra Park first, because I feel like that is the bigger controversy here. So we're gonna look at that. I'm gonna see if I can tell if one of them is lying or not. Basically, Sandra Park's response to this was that the claims are completely groundless and she's never done drugs. But we'll see. And I want to preface, this is all alleged. Okay, tarot is alleged. Okay, and also, I am not a 21 fan in any way. So if I see any comment, any single comment calling me biased for this, I'm through. I'm through. You're getting cut off. You're done. Because I have no biases towards anyone in 21 at all. Because I don't really know the group that well. And I was never really a big fan. So I have no strong opinions about this. I'm just going to look. I'm going to tell you what I see. And hey, tarot is for fun. It's not real. Don't listen to anything that I say. Okay? With that all being said, let's look at the connection between Park Bom and Sandra Park. And I'll tell you what I see between them. Okay. So, this is Park Bom. This is Sandra Park. And this is the energy between them. I'm sorry for that glare, y'all. I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully that's better. So, the first thing I see is Park Bom, and she is the Four of Pentacles. That is a greedy, selfish card. And Sandra Park is the Six of Swords reverse. That's about a decision you can't go back from, essentially. So that's about walking away completely, and you're never returning again. Energy between them is the Emperor reversed. So that's a weakness. It's kind of a, say it's kind of like a submissive energy. You can also see it as the opposite of that, I guess. You can see it as like really aggressive and authoritarian. But I don't think that's the case here. I think it has more of that kind of submissiveness to it. I think that these two girls really fed off of each other in a toxic way. I think that they had a very codependent relationship with each other. I think that they had a very, hey, we're doing bad things with each other kind of relationship, and they kind of encouraged each other to do so. What I'm seeing here is that Sandra Park left that lifestyle behind and in turn left Park Bum behind. And I think that's a wound that never fully healed for Park Bum. Her showing up as the Four of Pentacles tells me that this situation is a way for her to monetize. In whatever way. It makes me think that perhaps maybe she has something planned music-wise and is doing this to gain attention before that happens. Allegedly, of course. Yeah, I mean, their relationship has been very dormant for a while. I do think they used to be very close, but it's not like that anymore. And I don't think they ever worked well together, but I don't mean that in the way that they would get into arguments a lot. I mean that in the way of when they were together, they weren't productive. They wouldn't get anything done. I just think that this was not a great, it feels like a toxic friendship to me. They just brought out the worst in each other. They brought out each other's worst habits and worst qualities. And the relationship has been dead for a while, right? It's been buried and left behind. And I don't think Sandra Park ever thought that she would have to deal with this woman again, honestly. I think that she thought that this is something that would never come around. And unfortunately it has for her. Yeah. And that glares back. There's nothing I can do about it. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. Uh, I, there is a betrayal here, and I can't tell exactly who that's coming from. Honestly, I think it's both. Queen of Wands being reversed. Maybe that's CL. I'll look into her in a second. But it just seems to me like they both felt equally betrayed by each other. I think Park Bom felt betrayed that her friend kind of dropped her and left her. And I think that Sandra Park feels betrayed now because her name's getting thrown into the mix. Yeah, a lack of opportunities. Honestly, I think there's been stuff brewing behind the scenes between all of them. And when I say all of them, I mean like all of the members. Maybe not all of them, but definitely like the main three, like these three. I think things have been kind of brewing behind the scenes because of a lack of opportunities, a lack of focus. And I don't know, when you have people like this, their minds start to kind of go a little, I don't know, they start to go a little stir crazy, right? When celebrities don't get attention, they start to act out and they start to get a little wild so that the attention's back on them. That's kind of what it feels like to me. And it feels like a purposeful throwing under the bus. I want to see specifically, don't come for me for this. I want to see specifically if this is a lie. Is it a lie or is there truth to it? It's just this is something that should not have gotten out anyways, right? Is it kind of one of those situations? Or is this a complete lie that she said just for the fun of it? Just for the fun of the game. Now, I don't know if it's a lie, but what I will say, this woman's crazy. I'm so sorry. Park Bom is a little, she's a little zany. That's the best word I could think of to describe her. She genuinely feels like deep down she is doing a service to her. She feels like she's doing a good deed. Maybe not necessarily a good deed. She feels this is her way of being her most loving, her most nurturing. In her mind, she's posing it as I'm so worried about you. And so I'm saying this publicly. Or at least that's what she's trying to tell herself. Right? I do think, again, I mean, the Four of Pentacles showing up for how she feels currently tells me all I need to know about her intentions behind doing this. But I think that the way that she justifies it to herself is by painting herself as, I'm just a very generous person and I'm just a very kind person and I just want to give and I just want the best for you. That's what she tells herself. So again, is it a lie? I don't know. I can't really tell you that. For legal reasons, I can't really tell you that. But I think that whatever these two women did together, whatever these two women had in common, I don't think Sandra Park is a part of it anymore. Right? I don't think she is an active player in this game. Now is Park Bom? I don't know. Seems like it. But what do I know? You know? This is all fake and alleged and don't listen to me. Please don't sue me. I want to look at CL, and specifically Park Bom and CL, and I want to see why her name was brought up into it. So, let's look. Park Bom, CL. What's the energy between them? Well, they stopped being friends, that's for sure. Their friendship ended. I think CL saw her as family, honestly. I think CL had a very loving bond with her. I think the issue is that Park Bom kind of chose other things, other people, I guess, and kind of left her behind. Kind of left CL behind. And it's funny because it's kind of what Sandra Park did to Park Bom, Park Bom did to CL. Is what I'm seeing here. Oh, man. CL's an innocent party in this. Let me tell you that right now. CL's an innocent party in this. Her name got brought up to be petty. Her name got brought up because Park Bom thought that it would help solidify what she was saying. It would help make everything that she said seem more credible if CL's name got brought up. And I think this is because everybody loves to hate on CL, right? And so she's an easy target. That's a little sad. That's a little sad to me. I can't even lie. Because I really don't think CL did anything wrong. I will tell you this. If Park Bom's lying about anything, it's what she said about CL, accusing her to authorities. I don't think she did that. I don't think she would do that. I think she's a completely innocent party in this, and I don't know why her name is getting thrown in the mix, other than to give another jab towards these women that Park Bom was really close with at one point in life. I think I think CL is very smart, and I think that she's very business savvy, and I think that she knows. Has she said anything about this? I haven't seen anything about CL saying about this. I don't know if she will, and if she does, it's going to be very dismissive or very like, I'm not getting into this. This isn't my fight. Because I kind of see her like putting the sword down before she even really picks it up. You know what I mean? I see her not wanting to fight it. And the reason why is because CL is like, look, what's coming to her will come to her. CL feels like she doesn't have to do anything about this. Because she feels like Park Bom's going to be her own downfall. And you know what? I agree. I think Park Bom is going to be her own downfall. And just... Is there anything else I want to read about this situation? There's one more member of 21, right? Isn't there 4 members? The only reason I think I remember that is because I remember people saying that when Blackpink came out that they were like a replacement because it was like 4 members and 4 members, and they were both YG. I don't know her name, but I can see how she feels about this. So let me do that. Apologies for that. I told y'all I'm not a fucking 21 fan. So, again, don't call me biased. I don't know these people. Okay, I don't fucking go here. But let me look at the last member of 21 and see how they are faring through all this. Because as far as I know, their name hasn't gotten brought up. Aww. You know... You know how when, like, say your whole family is fighting, but nobody's really paying attention to you? And it low-key makes you feel kind of bad about yourself, because it's like, man, I'm not even in the fight. Like, I'm so left out of the equation that, like, I'm not even getting brought up at all. It's almost like she's almost a little mad that she's not getting brought up in this. I think she considered herself closer to the other members than that. This person's funny. Wait, I'll have to learn her name because she's fucking cracking me up. Because it's honestly like I'm low key pissed off that y'all are having this accusing each other of doing drugs powwow, and you're leaving me out of it. You're leaving me out of it. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, she just kind of gets to watch from the sidelines and judge everybody with the rest of the public. I do feel like she's like she feels like she can't say anything as well. I feel like she thinks that if she says something, she'll just incriminate herself, and she's right. She shouldn't say anything. But yeah, there is kind of this weird energy of like, I thought we were closer than that, girls. I thought once one of us goes down, we all go down. But I guess not. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. This reading was a mess. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!